So let's get started. Well, first of all, I'd like to know from any one of you, what is the Youth Ambassadors program? What does it consist of?
It starts with the series. The application starts with essays. There are exactly 8 essays. 4, I think, are short, and the other 4 are longer. But after that, you go to 3 interviews, and then after that, they let you know if you've been accepted or not. And it takes about 6 months, and it just kills you. It's so long.
Yes.
And as youth ambassadors, we do community service, volunteer work, as long as staying with the host family and creating friendships and
Right.
strengthening the relationship between the USA and Brazil.
But do you have to be involved with the same kind of program in the US before you come, or is it not a mandate?
No, it's not a mandate. I know that my IB coordinator just told me about the program. I haven't hosted any other exchange students. I was just, I guess, luck, so.
Excellent. And since you got here, what kinds of activities have you been involved with, have you done so far?
We went to Bomba Material to do community service there. That was the first day we got here. And I really enjoyed that, just seeing the big transformation from when we started, and the final product was amazing.
Yes.
And we've done volunteer work as long as sightseeing.
Right.
So it's been a really good experience so far.
And a lot of visiting with students who are learning English, sort of to talk to them about their experience in school here in Brazil and share what our life is like in the United States. And I don't know, a couple of the teachers were kind of saying it's like encouragement for them to continue with English.
And how does this interaction take place? Because were you speaking? Could they speak English to you? Did
Yeah.
you? Because I like the pronunciation of Bomba de Meteia. It's not like a very easy neighborhood name to say.
I studied Spanish for a long time, so I can kind of put
That
together,
helps.
but it's funny, whenever we meet students here, they always want to practice English with us, always. But we always want to practice Portuguese, so it's always fun being able to switch in between both
Yeah,
languages.
and we've had 3 Portuguese classes, and so we learned like the basics.
Yeah.
Survival.
Survival Portuguese.
Yeah.
Right.
Beleza.
Because we always wonder, what would make American citizens to want to learn Portuguese? It's so restricted
Mhm.
Yeah.
to Brazil. Which in Portuguese in Brazil is very exclusive, right? It's not like Portuguese from Portugal.
Mhm.
So is that like, oh, I want to go to Brazil, then I have to learn Portuguese?
I think Portuguese in Brazil particularly is in the coming up years is going to be very important with the World Cup, Olympics.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be very important for international friendship to be able to communicate in Portuguese.
Well, it's
around the world.
interesting to learn that, because the way we see it from here is everybody is running just towards English. People who didn't have the skills before are trying to develop at least basic communication skills in English. That is like hotel people are trying to develop that, front desk, taxi drivers, commerce in general, I believe, right? It's interesting to see that other people, from other countries are trying to learn Portuguese because of the World Cup and also the Olympic Games.
Yeah, and one thing that's always been big is Spanish, because there's so many countries that speak Spanish.
Absolutely.
But now that Brazil is like growing, hosting these big events, I guess it's becoming more important to learn things.
And did you always know that we speak Portuguese, or you ever thought like, oh, people speak Spanish? Or...
Yeah.
All my, it's funny, all my friends either think it's Brazilian or Spanish.
Yeah.
They think that's their guesses,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
no,
before I
it's
came
Portuguese.
Do you speak Spanish?
Yeah.
They don't speak Spanish.
Like, even though it's like very similar, it's 2 different
It is,
languages, totally different languages. But it's a very beautiful language, so I don't have a problem learning Portuguese, so I love it.
Nice. And it's sometimes people come, from other countries, and they come to us and they start speaking Spanish. Or when we travel to the U.S. and we get to the airport or hotels, and people look at us and say, "Oh, they look Latin. Let's talk Spanish." They start talking Spanish, and it's hard for us. It's
Yeah.
not exactly the same. And so how important is it for today's youth to be involved in programs of this nature?
I think it's huge. I don't know about you guys, but this program's just changed my whole outlook on what I want to do with my future, you know. And I don't know, traveling is just kind of like addictive,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
addicting. I don't know, after this program I just want to go and experience new cultures. There's nothing quite like it.
Mhm.
Right, and that you sort of preempted me. That was my next question. What's the difference between you on day one when you got here and you now, just about to leave, and after having gone through, all the experiences you've had here?
Yeah, and well, real quick, back on the last point, it's one of those things you can't describe. You have to experience for yourself. And on the point that how we've changed, we experience all these new things and all this new, completely new world almost. It's really different from where we live, and so that it's like another like thing we know now, and it is like addictive. Like they said, you want to experience everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
what seemed like a few days or like a forever has been only a few weeks, and it's I can't believe we've already experienced so much, and it's been only 2 weeks.
It's
Feels like we got
roller
here
coaster, isn't it?
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just telling someone, hey, are they leaving now? Yeah, it's like the last day or so.
Mhm.
It's just what a shame.
Yeah.
I hope that in the future editions of the program, people can stay a little longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Right.
I think this trip has gave me so much confidence, because before this trip I was so shy and I didn't really want to talk to new people, but I just love it. I'm very confident, I'm very outgoing now, and I wouldn't have been able to do all that if
Excellent.
it wasn't for this
Yeah,
program, so.
public speaking is one I'm not very good at it, but this trip especially has gotten me. I don't even think about it anymore. I'm just like
Just
we
go
did
for it.
presentations today around the classrooms here, and no problem. It was
Yeah.
fun.
And then just to wrap it up, what would be your message to our youth, the Brazilian people, within your age group? Tell them.
Get involved.
Yeah, again, well,
That's the biggest thing, is just really get involved and
Travel.
be aware of everything going on around you, as far as the relationship, and get to know different countries like the U.S. Travel to the U.S.
Yes.
Not be afraid to try new things, because coming here was such a scary thing at first, but being here, like, everyone's so accepting and loving, and it just really opens your eyes, and it's amazing.
Well, thank you very much. I hope you have really benefited and profited from being here, and hope to see you again soon. Right?
Hi, Christiane, and hi, Mommy, I love you, and I love you, Katie, and for life, so, yeah.
Hi, Mom and Dad. I miss you guys. Can't wait to see you.
Hi Kitty, I really miss you.
Hi Mom, miss you, and Dax, miss you too. Can't wait to see you.
hey Grace, I hope you're having fun in college. Love you.